Hey folks, Doc here, retired Army medic and bleeder plugger. Out here in the wild, a deep cut isn't just painful, it can be deadly. Today, we're diving into how to use clotting agents the right way, what to pack, when to use them, and what not to do if you want to make it out in one piece. Let's stop the bleeding, literally. Section 1. Understanding bleeding and clotting. First off, not all bleeding is equal. We've got capillary bleeding, which is the minor surface stuff, easy to handle. Band-aids, gauze wraps, maybe even some good old duct tape sterile strips, and a sock just to throw your buddies off. Venous bleeding, slow and steady, darker blood color. Slower, yes, but needs to be addressed with pressure dressings and sometimes tourniquets and/or clotting agents if the bleeding isn't controlled with pressure alone. Arterial bleeding, bright red, spurting, that's your uh-oh moment. When it's arterial or heavy venous bleeding and pressure alone ain't cutting it, that's when we break out the big guns, clotting agents. Section 2, stop the bleed. First steps. Before you even think about clotting powders or gauze, you need to apply firm pressure to the wound. Locate a pressure point. Inner thigh for leg wounds, femoral artery. Just under the armpit for arm wounds, brachial artery. Elevate the limb if possible and safe. If the wound is large, control bleeding with direct pressure first, then go for the clotting agent. Section 3. When to use clotting agents. Use a clotting agent only when pressure alone won't stop the bleeding. You're hours away from help. You've got deep, heavy bleeding, especially in junctional areas like groin or armpit where a tourniquet won't work. Do not use it on minor cuts, abrasions, or shallow wounds. It's overkill and can make cleanup a mess at the ER. Section 4. Clotting powders versus gauze. What's the difference? Granules, like Celox or Quick Clot powder. Best for irregular or puncture wounds. You pour it directly into the wound. Apply pressure for 2 to 3 minutes. Pack over with gauze. Good when visibility's bad or you can't pack tightly. Combat gauze, hemostatic gauze. Best for lacerations and larger wounds. You stuff it into the wound like you're plugging a pipe. Apply 3 minutes of direct pressure. Wrap it up and check if bleeding stops. Rule of thumb, if you can stuff it, use gauze. If you can't, go with powder. Section 5. How to use hemostatic gauze. Step by step. Example. Say your buddy falls on a sharp stick and gets a deep thigh cut. Expose the wound. Gloves if you've got them. Press down hard with your hand or elbow. Rip open the gauze. Quick Clot, Celox, or Cheeto gauze. Stuff it into the wound cavity. Every last fold. Apply direct pressure with both hands or a knee. After 3 minutes, reassess. Wrap with a pressure bandage, or sock, shirt, or bandana if that's all you've got. Section 6. Using powder clotting agents. Scenario. You've got a puncture wound or can't pack gauze in properly. Pour the granules directly into the wound. Press down hard. Again, 2 to 3 minutes. Cover with clean cloth or compression wrap. Section 7. When clotting agents can be dangerous. Improper use can backfire. Packing gauze into a dirty wound without pressure, pointless. Using powders on superficial wounds, wasteful and can irritate tissue. Leaving foreign material in the wound too long, that's a ticket to infection town. Also, check for allergies. Some agents contain chitosan from shellfish. If you or someone else has a shellfish allergy, don't use chitosan-based agents. Risk of anaphylactic shock is real and serious. Section 8. What to pack in your kit. Here's what I recommend every hiker carry. 1 Quick Clot Combat Gauze. 1 Celox Granules Packet 1 to 2. Compression wrap. 2 pairs of nitrile gloves. 1 Sharpie to write time on the bandage or limb if tourniquet is used. Optional. Hemcon wrap or Celox ribbon for deep cuts. Section 9. Final tips. Bleeding out in the wild isn't dramatic. It's quiet and fast. You won't always have time to think. Practice this stuff. Get familiar. And make sure your hiking buddies know too. Even something as simple as packing a proper wrap or knowing where to press can buy the minutes that matter. That's the rundown on clotting agents in the wild. Not glamorous, but real survival rarely is. Like, comment, and subscribe. Because out here, knowledge is weightless and life-saving. And trust me, I'd rather carry gauze than regret. Dock out.